Okay, so welcome. Now this video is very special because I believe that uh, we don't require any coaching for at least for gate exam, because I don't have the experience of other exams like UPSC and all, but I have the experience of JEE and gate. Okay, so based on my experience I can say that yes, the dependence on the coaching institutes or maybe coaching materials, okay, not coaching materials, but at least the dependence on the coaching institute should not be there. Okay, now I will share you, or I will give my opinion about how to prepare by self study. Okay, now I will do this for each and every subject of gate mechanical. Okay, uh, including the aptitude and maths. Okay, so I am starting with the fluid mechanics. So my first point is that coaching is not required. Okay, coaching is not required. Uh, the thing is that I don't believe that there is any point to give a single penny to learn any subject to the coaching institutes. Okay, so yes, for learning we are giving the money to our colleges, at least we are buying some books, so that is okay. That if you are uh, thinking like that, we are giving some money to the coaching institute and they are giving us a good material. But like I am taking some examples. Okay, the example of a very reputed coaching institute, that is Made Easy. Okay, so they charge, I don't know the exact value, but not less than some 1 lakh I guess, or if not 1 lakh, at least 72 to 80,000 for 2 years. Okay, so I don't think that uh, giving such amount, such a considerable huge amount of money just for gate uh, is not worth it. Okay, so now let me divide it for four kinds of students. Okay, so the first kind is for those who are in fourth year. Okay, so for those who are in their fourth year, or drop year. Okay, drop year. So either you are in the fourth year of your college, or you are in the drop year. Okay, so still the scenarios can be different. Okay, so let us say that in this case we have, so time available is, okay, now time available, so time available, sorry, time available. So how much time is available? I am thinking that not not even 1 year, but 10 months. Okay, and preparation level is 0. So if you are a drop year student, then you know, I mean, then your preparation level is not 0. So 0 preparation level. Okay, 0 preparation level. Okay, now gate exam is based on, I mean, your preparation should be based on two things. One is learning, another is question solving, right? So learning, so the learning sources should be either, so you are in your fourth year, then I'm sure that you are not you are not having any fluid mechanics course in your college, right? So learning should be from any free YouTube video. Okay, YouTube video. Okay, so I myself am starting, or I have started a playlist about the same, about, I mean, on fluid mechanics. Obviously that playlist is not for the fourth year guys, because that will take time to develop. But you can obviously go through the videos, okay, which are there in the playlist. But it will take time to complete the whole playlist. So I will suggest to watch any complete playlist on fluid mechanics. So what I did was, uh, nptel lectures. Okay, nptel lectures by, okay, by Professor Sumon Chakraborty. Okay, Sumon Chakraborty, or by SK Shom. Both are from IIT Kharagpur. Okay, so you can refer to that, or any other lectures. That can be any lectures. Okay, option 2 is any lecture by some, okay, any lecture by some coaching institute like Gatewala or Unacademy or anything. So any lecture that you have found helpful, or the teaching of any faculty that you love. Okay, so you should refer to that lecture. So I refer to these lectures. Okay, NPTEL lectures by Professor Suman Chakraborty, and by Professor SK Shom also. There is a very good lecture. So you should start. So you have 1 year. So 1 year means to complete all the subjects you have sufficient time. Okay, now I am not talking here about how to manage your time. Okay, so I think I have made a separate video about that, how to manage your time. But still I will guide you if you have any question regarding time management, because if you are in fourth year like I was, so then you must be having your exams, courses, maybe you are having your placements. So amidst that, how can you manage your own time? That is a valid question, right? I am in these videos, I will just sketch you a, a brief plan, a compact plan about each subject. Okay, and I will talk about the sources. And now this is the part 1 for GATE examination preparation. Part 2 is, question solving. Okay, part 2 is question solving. So for question solving, you should at first, let us say that you have watched the full kinematics of fluids. Okay, so then you can start solving PYQs of GATE. So before touching any other question bank or test series, you should solve these PYQs of GATE. Next is, you should uh, take any test series, So I took Exergic. I did not took any course material. Yes, I took a course material from Exergic, that is Exergic Pro, and uh, that that course was of 750 rupees. Okay, so that course only contained some great questions. So I was ready to pay for good questions. Okay, now take any test series. So my recommendation is Exergic, it is very good. I also took Made Easy and Gatewala. So among these three, okay, I would uh, suggest this at first, because Exergic is almost at the same level of the GATE, and you will also get the question bank if you buy that. I mean, there was a combo at my time. Okay, So I am not promoting these institutions because of getting any money from them. Okay, so these are not sponsored, and I am just promoting this because I have used them. I have not used an academy or Ace Academy or Gate Academy or anything. Okay, so therefore I am not recommending those. You can do your own research, and after that you should take any test series. Now, test series, people always say that you should start at the end of your preparation. I mean, all subjects you first end and then you start. Okay, I don't recommend that. Okay, so I I recommend that at first you um, at first you do your preparation from the YouTube video. Then you solve the PIQs if you are able to solve that. If you are comfortable to that, then in the test series you are getting some uh, three types of tests. One is separate separate topic tests. Okay, separate topic tests, then mixed topic tests, right? And the third is full length test. Full length test. So let us say that you have completed the kinematics part, kinematics of fluids, right? So then so then you take that test which contains the kinematics of fluids part, right? And obviously uh, taking the test is not even the 50% of your preparation. You should take the test, then you should analyze that step by step, question by question. And I have told this earlier in one of my videos that you should make a copy, and you should note each and every mistakes or the concept of the questions which you are not able to solve in that copy, and revise that copy every night before you go to bed. Okay, uh, and revising means not that you should go go through the copy very thoroughly. Just see through the mistakes that yes, I made this mistake, that mistake, and all. Okay, so this point is the key point. Okay, that is to make the copy, to write the mistakes or the questions that you were not able to answer, and then see through the copy before going to bed. And obviously uh, apart from that, you can go through the copy at any part of the day. That will benefit. Okay, so that thing will make sure that that concept which you were not conversant with, that will be embedded into your subconscious mind. So these tricks are scientifically proven, and I have also tried this. Okay, now this was the part of question solving, and after taking the test series or along with the taking the test series, I would suggest, so this I would number as Roman 1 2 3. So these points are the under the, so these are the sub points for the point 2. Now the point 3 is take any question bank. Okay, so I did not took any question bank separately. I took the question bank that was offered as the combo with the exergic test series. So if the combo offer was not there, then I also did not choose the exergic question bank also. Okay, so these are the parts. Okay, so this was for, now this strategy. Okay, so this strategy of earning and question solving, this will be same for each and every subject. Okay, apart from uh, the manufacturing. Okay, now manufacturing, that is a bit different. Manufacturing, aptitude and engineering maths, so these three subjects should be covered by some different strategy. But apart from that, the subjects which are containing a great amount of numericals. Okay, so those subjects should be targeted or should be covered by this manner. Okay, now for fluid mechanics, okay, don't I mean now these were for fourth years. Okay, that is, you should learn from any YouTube video. And lastly, if time permits, so this is a uh, warning. Okay, so if time permits, if time permits, then go through books like Sengel and Simbala, Fundamentals of Fluid Mechanics. Okay, or Massey. I am just telling the names of the author. And there is a book by Professor S.K. Shom, Professor Shuman Chakraborty, and Professor Gautam Bishwas. So apart from these three, so you can also study Frank M. White. Okay, so these four, uh, out of these four, you can study any. Okay, so first focus should be on learning from any YouTube video. Okay, if you are starting from a scratch, then you should solve the question. Then if time permits, then go for any book. Okay, so this is based on, this strategy is made considering that your preparation level is 0. Now you can modify this. If your preparation level is not 0, then if your preparation level is not 0, then only you should practice the questions. And if you feel that you want to gather some in-depth knowledge about the subject, then you can go through some books, right? So if your preparation level is very good, you just omit the first step, that is learning. You should always learn, but uh, this word learning for a absolute novice is not same as an expert or as an intermediate maybe. Okay, so for an intermediate guy, you should learn from test series. So I have made a separate video about how to take the full benefit of a test series, how to learn from test series. I almost learned 80 to 85% during my gate preparation from the test series only. Okay, so I am not talking about how to grasp an in-depth knowledge in fluid mechanics. I am talking about how to complete the syllabus or how to get marks in gate exam in fluid mechanics. Believe me, those two are totally different. Okay, so gathering an in-depth knowledge, obviously the second one is a subset of the first one, that is ha- uh, scoring a very good marks in gate examination is a subset of gathering an in-depth knowledge. Okay, but only an in-depth knowledge of fluid mechanics cannot ensure that you can solve all and each and every question of fluid mechanics. Okay, so even some easy questions of fluid mechanics also can might not be solved during the exam because of lack of practice. So gate exam practice is, in my point of view, 70 to 80%. Okay, okay, so now the first category is over. So that was fourth year or drop year, right? Now comes, okay, now comes the second category, that is those who are in third year, right? So you are in third year. So third year means at the beginning of the third year. Okay, so at the beginning of the third year um, I am considering. So I mean, uh, you better look that in which category you do fall. So you look for the sorry. So you look for the category based on the time available. So maybe I mean the durations or the course curriculum of various colleges can vary. Okay, so you better look at the available time of in each category, then you decide that in which category you do come in. Okay, so like in the first category the time available is 10 months. So in the second category the time available is, okay, time available is, okay, so maybe 12 to 15 months. 12 to 15 months. Okay, so in your third year you are having 12 to 15 months. So for any person, okay, for any person, be you are in first year, second year, third year, or fourth year, the first step is learning, right? Learning. But in this time, uh, you will start by the from any YouTube video. So actually, long time ago, people did not have the benefit of these kinds of lectures or YouTube videos. Okay, but we do have, right? And I think that most of us, at I mean almost 90% of us, can understand better by listening to any lecture or by attending any lecture than by reading books, right? So this is YouTube video, same recommendation. Okay, but now after reading, I mean after watching the YouTube video, you can solve the PYQs. But I will advise that apart, I mean along with the YouTube videos, you try to read some books. Read some books. Okay. So maybe you are not reading all the chapters. Maybe you like the chapter boundary layer theory more. Then you read that. Then you read that chapter only, because if you are aiming to be a scientist in Bhabha Atomic Research Center, or maybe if you are aiming to pursue MTech, okay, or PhD. So believe me, MTech or PhD in any reputed institute, so that will demand you a great amount of knowledge. Okay, so if you gather some in-depth knowledge, then that will that will help you uh, in that time. Okay, so read some books, and the suggestions of the books I have already uh, given that. Okay, so obviously you start to solve PIQs, and if you have already decided that you will not appear for gate, okay, then you don't have to solve any PIQ. But then also you should solve the questions from the standard books, like uh, any four of the above. Okay, so you can always skip this part. Okay, so any of the aspirant, be in first year, second year, third year, or fourth year, you can always skip this part. But gathering knowledge is an inevitable part if you are someone who is aiming to choose mechanical engineering as your future career. Okay, then you have to gather knowledge. Yes, if you are joining any PSU or something like that, then maybe that kind of knowledge is not required. But if you are joining any company, okay, like Maruti, like any other company, like in R&D profile. Okay, so each companies are having various profiles. Only R&D profiles are, I mean, only R&D profiles require a great amount of knowledge. Okay, so that is why I always suggest that you try to gather knowledge as well as you have to solve some question if you are writing an exam like GATE. Okay, so read some books and solve QIQs simultaneously. So what will be the difference? So for a fourth year guy, the books reading, so that is the last step, or that is the last thing to follow. Okay, and for a third year guy, reading books and PYQs, there should be a balance. So maybe in any particular day you have reserved some time like uh, 30 minutes to read some book, and maybe 1 hour or 30 minutes or maybe 15 questions, like that. So this, so there should be a balance between these two. Okay, so this will ensure that you are having a good amount of knowledge. Okay, so I am only talking about reading these books and not solving questions from this book, because that will take a, uh, a great amount of time. Okay, now, and obviously apart from PYQs, now from third year, uh, if you are aiming to write the GATE in the third year, okay, so if aiming GATE in third year, then solve test series. But in third year, your approach should be, I have to gather the knowledge. Okay, because I want to tell you something, that is, in our education system, all the engineering guys, they are seeking for the placement, and nothing is wrong in that. Okay, but those who are appearing for GATE, their primary objective has become to clear the GATE and not to gather any knowledge. Okay, so in third year, my advice is your objective should be to gather knowledge, and then your secondary objective should be to clear the GATE. Okay, so you should take the test series to improve your time management. Okay, but in fourth year, you should take the test series very seriously to improve your concepts for the GATE examination and not gathering knowledge. After your GATE exams are over, you can gather the knowledge. Okay, but in third year, your primary objective is to learn from the test, but from the point of view of knowledge gaining and not from the point of view of GATE. Okay, so even you can omit the test series part in the third year. Okay, but I am sure no one of us uh, will want that, yes, I don't require a good score in the third year. Everyone of us will be happy, right, if we are getting a good score in third year, right? So obviously you can take the test series as um, I mean, with that seriousness, you can apply that concept, I mean that technique, that is to take note of each and every mistake of yours in a copy, and then you just revise the copy, right? Okay, but don't forget that you don't, I mean, in fourth year, some formulas which you are seeing that the applications of those formulas are coming frequently, then you can mug up those formulas. Okay, but in third year, you should not develop that mindset that, yes, I am seeing that this formula is being applied in almost each and every problem, then let's mug up this. No, that should not be the approach in third year, because you have time. Then you look for the source or for the derivation of that formula, you try to derive that by yourself. Okay, so these are the key differences between a guy who has 10 months and between a guy who has 12 to 15 months. Okay, now uh, guys who are in second year or first year. Okay, so for second year or first year, the okay, so firstly the time available, right? Firstly the time available. So time available is uh, 24 months or greater, right? Okay, so the main difference is you have fluid mechanics, fluid mechanics as your course in BTech, right? So you have fluid mechanics as a course in your BTech. So first of all, if you like the teaching, okay, uh, if you can understand each and every topic and the basic concepts of fluid mechanics from the class itself, then obviously go for that. So first of all, what learning, right? So learning should be one option one from class in college, from class in college, if that suits you. Okay, if that does not suit you, okay, now if option 1 does not suit you, then go for YouTube videos. Okay, YouTube videos, right? Now here, along with uh, these three, I mean these three things, that is along with studying from YouTube videos, study a book, study a book, plus solve questions from that book, from that book. So up till now you haven't touched any PIQs from GATE. You can touch that, that is your wish, but my advice is that first solve some question, some standard, some subjective question, not objective, some subjective question from any standard books among that four. Okay, now 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 comes PYQs. Okay, and ESE questions, ESE questions, engineering service exam questions. So to check your understanding in a particular subject, the engineering service exam questions are excellent. Okay, so PYQs, ESE questions. Okay, and then test series. So test series are even not required in second year or first year, right? So this should be the thing. Then as you come in third year, then you go for a test series. Okay, and learn from the test series, as I have mentioned earlier, that you keep a copy and then you um, note your mistakes in that copy and you revise that well before going to bed. Okay, so okay, now if I have to summarize that, okay, if I have to summarize that, What? Now let us make a table that is uh, knowledge. Okay, knowledge, focusing on exam. Okay, then year or time available or category. Okay, category. Okay, so for category 1, okay, so this heading should be focusing on knowledge, right? So category 1, focusing on exam is very high, and focusing on knowledge is almost no. If your target is to clear the GATE exam. Category 2, focusing on exam is moderate to high, moderate to high, and focusing on knowledge is low to moderate. Okay, and category 3 is focusing on exam is almost no, and this should be very high. Now exam means not your semester exams. Okay, this is for your GATE exam. Okay, okay, so I have chalk out this plan. Okay, so this plan is true true for all subjects except manufacturing. Okay, okay, but the sources and a little bit techniques, those will differ from subject to subject, and about that I will talk in separately in each in later videos. Okay, so now, okay, so now understand that my point is, don't ignore the actual knowledge. So if you are writing the GATE exam, then your objective might be to study in an IIT or in IISc Bangalore, or maybe you are someone who wants to join a PSU, or maybe you want to join any scientific research organization like BARC or ISRO or DRDO or anything else like that. So only for those who wants to join the PSU, they don't require that much in-depth knowledge. Okay, but if you are someone who wants to do MTech or PhD in any institute, be it in IIT, IIScs, or be it in abroad, then you have to gather an in-depth knowledge, right? Other than that, you cannot survive there, believe me. Okay, so I am now doing my MTech in IIT Kharagpur. Okay, so I am just experiencing the same, that in exams you have to solve some practical life questions, some new questions. So you cannot solve those questions unless you are having a very good grasp on the fundamentals of each subject. Okay, so gathering knowledge is an essential part. For the fourth year guys, I have told that the focus on exam should be very high, and there should be almost negligible focus on gathering knowledge. But as soon as your GATE exams are over, then if you want to do MTech or if you want to join any organization like BARC, ISRO or like that, then you should start studying for gathering knowledge. You cannot do uh, uh, I mean, you cannot do without gathering the knowledge. Okay, so okay, now up to this was all for today. If you have any query or discussion about this overall strategy, okay, I have told that strategy cannot be given to you. Okay, I can give you a foolproof routine. I can give that, okay, for college going students you must follow this to succeed. Okay, but there may be situations in which you are not able to follow the same routine. Okay, so in those cases you have to modify, or even you have to make your own routine or your own strategy. So whenever anyone asks me that what should be the foolproof strategy to ace the gate exam, my reply to all of them is that there is no single strategy for everyone. You have to make your own strategy, right? But from an experienced person, yeah, you should take guidance that what should be your main focus during the gate preparation. Because I have seen many people saying that, "Arey, don't focus on the derivations that much. Don't see that those in-depth causes." Okay, so these are some rubbish advices from the so-called seniors. Okay, so this can ruin your life, because believe me, cracking gate and doing mtech in IIT, these are totally 180-degree opposite things. Okay, these are totally 180-degree opposite things. Cracking gate is much easier than solving a, a question in semester examination in a good institute. Okay, so I mean, not easier in that sense, because you have some time bounds. But if you have those knowledge, those those knowledges of formulas and all, okay, obviously basics are required, but still, cracking gate is not like that. I have seen many people who have secured a decent rank, but they don't have that much amount of knowledge. And I have also seen many people who have not secured a decent rank, but they have a very good in-depth fundamental knowledge, and they have secured their positions in organizations like BRC, ISRO, and DRDO. Okay, so there is no alternative, or there is no better path than gathering knowledge. Okay, gathering knowledge is the superset of everything, so keep that in mind. But having said that, you should also focus on your gate examination, because gate examination has its own benefit. Okay, I will also make a separate video about whether you should write the gate exam or not. Okay, okay, then uh, so let us meet in the next video. Up till then, take care and goodbye.